Hi everybody, I'm Kimmy Taylor, I'm from Britain. I'm a member of the YPJ. I've just come back from the Raqqa operation. Today's World Kobane Day, and we're here to celebrate the resistance of Kobane. Personally, what I knew about Kobane before I came to Rojava is two things. One, that women were fighting against Daesh, and that there's something different about the Kurds. This is all when I came for a short trip, I realized that the revolution is real, and I decided to stay. Over time, seeing society, seeing the communes, the women's organizations, the different institutions, all starting from scratch and creating new ways, new structures for the justice, for economy, for education, for health, for ecology. I saw Kobane, I came to Kobane myself, and I understood the resistance more. When Kobane was almost completely lost, it was a turning point in many ways. How people inside Rojava saw the resistance and the revolution. It was their family and friends fighting, and so they took the responsibility in their revolution. They saw it as theirs. They also had the belief that they could continue, that they could defeat any enemy and any problem. It was also a turning point for the perspective of the outside world, the first time the Kurds and their struggle came into the spotlight. It was also a time when the world powers outside couldn't anymore ignore the forces here. After Kobane, it seems that everything became more complicated. World powers around the world became more involved. Now, we can't ignore the powers here or around the world. We have to deal with the dynamics and play them too, but overcome them by building this alternative society. The world powers want instability, so that when they leave, everything falls. They use us this way. But we use them as well, to be able to have a chance to build what we're fighting for. By building society, it makes us stronger in how we deal with the political power dynamics of outside. We have wars from all sides, physical wars, political wars, and also special wars inside, where we must overcome prejudices inside society, between women and men, between ethnicities and religions. When the YPG liberate a place, then we must rebuild the cities, as well as implement the federation, build new structures, new institutions, cooperatives. But it's not just technical. I've just come back from Raqqa. What's next for Raqqa? The biggest struggle is in the mindset of the people. Daesh said, if you don't bother us, then we don't bother you. So people were just living by the laws of Daesh and not having to take part in anything. Even before Daesh, the regime was the same. Nobody here ever had to take responsibility for their lives. They were waiting for a state to do that, for a government to do that. The prejudice between genders, ethnicities and religions is another struggle. They're interwoven throughout history and not easily solved. The struggle we see as fundamental is the women's struggle. In every structure here, we self-organize into autonomous women's groups which run parallel to the mixed structures. Why? Because mindset everywhere in the world is that men are more capable than women. Mostly it's men who take the spaces, who take the lead, who take the respect in any structure around the world. To have autonomous women's structures creates space for women to empower themselves and each other, to be away from this mindset about how much they are worth, how capable they are. But also, because we lived in a patriarchal world for thousands of years, this mindset flourishes in all of us. The patriarchy made feudalism, it made capitalism. It's responsible for hierarchical power structures, competition and oppression. Therefore, we have to have these autonomous women's structures with this understanding of the patriarchy. Women can, for the first time in history, begin to understand themselves as women, to create ways of living, ways of organizing that are separate to this power mindset. It gives them space to understand how they have lived as women, how they have been oppressed as women, and how they can empower themselves as women. These are our fights, and there's more to come, and it will be continuous. Kobane resisted and was liberated. but its struggle continues today. We have newly liberated Raqqa, and we must now empower the people to rebuild their society. In Iraq, Barzani and other leaders have now sold out on their people. This is a problem of the centralist system, that they could do that, and they were forced to do that. There's also Deir ez-Zor, which will be a long-term political fight. The Shia militia are now helped by the Iraqi army and also by the Assad regime, who rushed to Deir ez-Zor in order to allow them through, to boost his allied troops inside Syria. This Shia militia is just like Daesh. It's like history repeats itself. The main point I want to get across is that this concerns war, politics, and real revolution. The struggle is continuous and linked with the whole world and all its complexities. I'm here myself, not just for the Kurds, not just for the Arabs, but because from all I've seen with my own eyes around the world, and all here with the practice behind this theory, I truly believe that democratic confederalism and all the ideas in this ideology about how we can create a new society is an alternative for all societies around the world. I believe this with all my heart, and we need to protect this, build this, and spread this revolution. What I want to say to you particularly is, by getting stuck in solidarity work will not create a new society here or there. I was the same before I came here, not feeling so responsible for what is happening here or even elsewhere. I was 1 foot in the system and 1 foot outside as an activist. I was feeling sad about the world. If you think what is happening is a good idea, if you want change, if you want revolution, then be part of it. Creating a new society is up to you. You can come here and learn.